We're back, fellow knife and outdoor gear enthusiasts. Cee and
Jul.
Just Jul. Back with AK Blade, and we're bringing you more new gear.
From the brands you love, like Spyderco and Kizer.
Or Kubey and Fallkniven.
Or Bestech and QSP.
Or OKnife.
A new brand?
Yep, made Olight.
Cool flashlight, people. That should be interesting.
You know what's coming, don't you?
Oh, young? No, I don't know.
All
Well,
right.
let's not keep people waiting. Let's hit the table with the new Spyderco UpTern.
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 Impressive.
Yeah.
Inspired by Spyderco's budget brand knife, the Bird Turn. As the bird turn?
I guess so. Or the bird is the word.
I'll give you a turn with the bird. This value folder features a full flat ground 8CR13 MOV stainless blade that's just a smidge over 2.8 inch at 6.57 inch overall when fully deployed with Spyderco's trademark thumb opening hole. There it is. This symmetrically designed carry has completely ambidextrous operation. Handle is stainless steel and features a 4-point position and B pocket clip. You count them.
Yep. Lastly, this Pocket Perfect lock back is available in plain edge or combination edge. For those who don't know, this one is the plain edge, and the combination edge is the one with the serrations on half the blade. So get an UpTern for just $45.50 at AtlanticKnife.com. See, go ahead.
Alright. Well, you know me. I like Spyderco. This is a nice little knife. Looks like a miniature police model. But for the price, I will accept the Chinese steel because I like tenacious, and I will guarantee you that this sucker is super sharp.
Personally, I think this knife is very similar to the Delica 4 in stainless. I can see the police model too. I mean, that one's a lot longer and has like a more elongated blade shape.
Don't do it.
But I don't know. The handle ergonomics of this one are also a touch different than the Delica 4. That one also had a lanyard hole and VG10 blade, but they look about the same. Overall, I like that you can engrave it because of the steel handle. Can't engrave it here at AtlanticKnife.com.
Yeah.
Maybe sometime in the future.
No
maybe.
engraving.
But I'm not super impressed. I mean, it's a Spyderco. It should do what a Spyderco does.
Alright. Next! Fallkniven F1x survival knife. Now available in... Man. Elmax steel. This is why it's here. Looky there. 2 different finish options. We haven't got the regular finish in yet, the satin. But the black tungsten DLC.
That's the one we get.
That's the one we got. So this fixed blade is 8.5 inch overall with a 4-inch Elmax steel blade. And that finish I mentioned.
This fully extended tang carry has a black thermo run handle and features a lanyard hole plus a black Zytel sheath, belt loop, and lock.
Woohoo!
Yeah, that's great. Big summer blowout.
Made in Sweden.
Made in Sweden. These Fallkniven beauties start at just $204.84. This one is $234 even.
Worth every penny. No tax and free shipping. AK. There's a day.
Yeah, that's how we do it. So, did I put this in the lock?
Yes, in Virginia.
I can't tell. Is it up is locked or down
Up is unlocked.
Up is unlocked? Okay. I'm just...
Did you put...
There we
you
go. That's a tight fitting sheath.
Hey,
there,
Elmax
so
is for men, buddy.
That's probably true. Okay, so I like this knife. Elmax steel is good, and the price is good. On the other hand, this design is almost, if not exactly, the exact same as all the other F1x models.
That's the point.
Yeah, I'm not crazy about the sheath, but it does hold it well, so you can't really complain. However, for this price, this size, the steel, excuse me, the steel, the quality, you really can't do any better. And I'd have to say most Elmax steel models that come out, whether it be from Brissa or Bark River or even First Edge, they're sold out in like a month or two, and they usually don't come back. So
CZT.
So I think it's worth it. What about you?
Oh, it's definitely worth it. I mean,
I
you
should
know,
put back in this sheath because then I won't be able
the
to.
sheath is a love-hate. I mean, I like the sheath, but I could see some people thinking that it's not up to par with the quality of knife. But This knife, look at all that steel. I mean, wow.
That should be a t-shirt now. We have so many t-shirts that we need to make now. It's ridiculous.
Well, you're the t-shirt person.
I'm not the t-shirt
Get them going.
person.
You got to pick up one of these. That's all I have to say about it. I'll leave it alone. I know in a survival situation or even out, I mean, that thing's going to last forever. It's going to be a little bit difficult to sharpen. But you know what? If you're buying that kind of knife, you have the ability to sharpen it.
Okay. That leads us to the Bestech Slasher. Relatively new knife as well. We do hope to do the Bestech tonic next week. So.
Oh, we got one for tonic? We're going to bring the gin in?
Maybe.
Uh-oh. You know what's going to happen, don't you?
No.
Mother-in-law will show up.
Will she? Mm-hmm. She's good. She's a big gin and tonic.
Big gin and tonic. She hates summer.
I thought it was a soul of children.
It's too hot. I don't know. Souls of children.
That's what I thought it was.
That's her garnish.
Oh, okay. So, anyways, the Slasher comes in 7 different options. Blue micarta, green micarta, black micarta, and natural micarta. You can choose from varying options. There's like a black finish one, and there's satin stonewash, and then stonewash. So we have the natural micarta with the satin stonewash, and the green micarta with just the stonewash.
And since it's Bestech, if there was some other type of micarta, they'd have that too. So the Access Lock folder is 7.1 inch overall, and a showcase 3.07 D2 steel blade with jimping and plain edges. Blades can be deployed with dual-sided thumb studs or the Access Lock.
Swing.
Handles are micarta and feature tip-up stainless pocket clips. And you can find you a slasher for not 80, not 70, not 65, but for the slashed price of 63 from
AtlanticKnife.com. Alright. What are your thoughts on the Bestech Slasher? Ah, sorry, just every time I have
never do two at once.
Really?
Well, you know what he just said.
Everyone has.
Oh, you're talking about. Well, you know, actually, my reference is going to be the office
space.
Yeah.
$1 million.
Yeah, that's okay.
We can't say that.
We're going to leave that alone. All right. So, what do I think about the Slasher?
Good point.
Well, you know what? These people steal from each other constantly. That's all they do. I guess we're to a point now where you can't come up with a new knife since all the knives have been made. We're just going to steal others. To me, this kind of reminds me of a penguin that is a little bit longer with an Access Lock.
And a slightly different shaped blade.
A little bit.
I like the micarta look on this.
That is nice micarta. You know what? This is nice too.
I like the green one better.
Do you?
Yeah. Well, I think that for their first slide lock or Access Lock or whatever we're calling it now, I don't think they did too bad. I mean, $63 for D2 is Bestech's price.
Yep.
No matter the style or the locking mechanism, and I like
they did
that
exactly what you told them to do. Get back in their lane. Like they're like, bam, we're in our lane. Yeah.
I mean, you don't get that a lot. The consistency. I mean, maybe a little with Kizer QSP, but most times it's like, hey, here's this HCR 13, and it's $20, and then oh, over here it's 120. I mean, they're just 63, 63, 63. It's consistent. Either way, I think this would be a good EDC for anyone, not just like a knife collector or, you know, real knife user, but anyone who needs to cut something. It's gonna be exactly what you need. All right, that's gonna put us on the next knife, the Kizer Chili Pepper.
Uh-oh.
However, before we get to that, we're gonna have to ask you to hit those like, share, comment, and subscribe buttons.
As well as ring that there bell. Yeah. So you can be linked to your knife content and fellow knifers. You also be entered in our darn fangled giveaway. I don't know why she wanted me to do that, but I did.
I was humored.
Right now we're hosting the JP in August event where we give away a handmade in the USA Jason Perry Bladeworks knife. Every week! Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. So today we are announcing the winner of the JP EDC.
The
Hunter.
JP EDC.
Angel Jade.
Hunter.
And that is... Do I have to?
Yeah, go ahead.
No.
Go ahead.
Joe Helfrich.
Congratulations. Make sure to email sales, there's an S there, at AtlanticKnife.com if you're watching here. If not, we'll also be announcing the winner via posts on Facebook and Instagram. Okay, so that means we're on to the next JP giveaway.
Yeah, and Joe, if you're allergic to high quality USA made knives, just let us know. And we'll substitute something else. I mean,
will we?
Won't be a problem.
That's great. Okay, so for the next week, we'll be giving away the JP Model 043 the EDC Harpoon. Are you sensing a pattern here? I'm sensing a
I'm
pattern.
sensing disappointment.
So, outfitted with green micarta scales, ABL black PC blade, and its own black Kydex belt sheath. Yep. So, to remember, be entered, you have to 1, follow Atlantic Knife on either Facebook or Instagram. 2,
B,
follow Jason Perry Bladeworks on either Facebook and or Instagram. And D, comment and tag 3 people in the comment section. That's how Joe Biden would do it.
okay. Wow, you just got us.
I was gonna do Home Alone.
You know what? I think the suspension just hit me. It hurts. It hit so hard. Oh,
Just been knocked off the YouTube.
but you know what you didn't do?
What?
You didn't use any of the inappropriate things that we're not allowed to talk about.
That's true.
All right, which I don't know what they even are.
I think we hinted at
Back.
it a couple minutes ago.
To the knives. Oh, well, those things are perfectly fine.
Oh, they are.
You can sex it up all you want.
Oh.
As far as these people are concerned.
That's, oh, okay.
You'd better.
That's great. Good to know.
But you better not
to
discredit
know.
that vaccine. All right, so we've got the Kizer Chili Pepper up.
Good Lord.
Wait a minute. So we got the Kizer Chili Pepper up.
What did you say?
I was thinking Dr. Pepper.
Oh my gosh.
All right, this is a nice knife. Only one option right now. Bet you can't guess what color it is.
Red. Did you say red? It's red.
I didn't say red
It's
yet.
red. They said red.
So, this button lock is 7.13 inch overall.
With a 3.03 trailing point 154 cm steel blade. With
Jipping!
flat grind, plain edge, and black finish. 0.11 inches thick. It's open with either the dual-sided red thumb studs, the button lock, so there it is, or this thing we shall not be naming. Oh, first try.
Wow.
I know.
Nice.
Handle is red G10 and sports reversible tip-up black finish pocket clip and black skeletonized stainless steel liners.
That's
I know.
nice. This one's spicy chili pepper. As it only weighs 3 ounces. And it's just $75 from AtlanticKnife.com.
Nice.
There's the ding. All right.
Okay, well, ignoring this part, I'll say that Swags did a decent job with this design and the name. Actually looks like a chili pepper in both shape and color, so that's good. And the button lock thing is big right now, so that's good. I like the button lock and I like the ting. It's a nice ting.
Got a ting.
Yep. Not to mention, it's got the lefty pocket clip option and it's 154 cm for $75. No negatives.
Well, what do you want?
See?
7 ways to open it?
I want
What-
no front flipper.
What,
That's what I want.
Is this the Bestech chili pepper?
Yes, it
I mean,
is.
in 19 colors and 18 ways to open
Yeah,
it. We can
well-
put a string on it if you want and
You could
drop it from the ceiling.
You could do it in
All
like
right.
a really dark, vibrant green.
I will also say, ooh, call it
'Cause
the
the other-
verde pepper.
The verde pepper.
you go.
Yeah, exactly.
I
That'd be
will
good.
say that I also like this. I like the matching thumb studs. I mean, they don't. Wow, it's really nice. I think they did an excellent job. Fits my hand well, and just like the other swayback style models, I think it'll come in handy. $75, $154.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It seems like we're seeing a little divergence between what one person charges, one company charges, what another
Is
company
that what
charges.
happens when something happens?
Recessions?
Oh,
Yes,
is
you
that-
do see that.
Oh, wow. We are just really breaking all
I'm
the
sorry.
rules today.
There's not really a recession.
In fact,
there's
the word
just
recession
the
doesn't exist.
likeness of one.
But it's not one.
This once looked like a recession, but it don't no more.
No,
Okay.
No, it doesn't.
Oh
We're
wow.
in so much trouble. All
You know
right.
what? Nobody's watching us anymore anyway. They cut it
That's
off.
probably true. It's probably true.
Next thing I happen, the cat will over here and lightning will strike us. On to the following selection.
More flypaper down.
The Kubey Monsterdog. We didn't tell them about that, did we? 7.05 inch overall. It has a 14C28N Tanto blade. The blade is 2.95 inch when and it's fully deployed with dual-sided thumb studs. These are more like frisbees, I think.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Probably more like frisbees.
They're kind of a crudo-ish.
Yeah.
But I like that too. I even like it on top sometimes. Blade has a bead blasted finish, flat grind, jimping, and operates on caged ceramic ball bearings. We are all over it today.
Yep. Lastly, it's got the reversible pocket clip lanyard hole and was designed by Dmitry Azarenko. This monster of a deal because it's only $45.84 at landknife.com.
Yeah.
You can go first.
He's a heck of a skater.
That's great.
I think he played for the Red Wings. I like this one too. You know what? I'm feeling them all this week so far.
Good stride.
I do wish there was a little stop there for your hand, so you
like a slightly larger choil, maybe.
Yeah, I don't like it where your hand can slide on up, and it's not going to do anything if I don't cause any movement.
You're going to do the belly camp thing.
The belly camp, but I like the bulkiness of it. It's not. I mean, it's not that big. It kind of reminds you of being bigger than it is.
That's true.
And I like the cutout portion. I mean, it serves no purpose that I can think of.
Put your finger in there for precision, you know?
Oh, yeah. Ooh, you can even thumb it. So if you're trying to...
okay. Yeah, like saw through
maybe
something.
you want to peel something.
Oh, like an apple?
You know what? I'm starting to see the multi-purpose use of this knife.
That's great.
I'm starting to feel this thing. All right. I'm digging it. Moving on.
Know me. Usually take someone hours to realize I'm not fit to handle the defense. Okay, so that... I didn't tell them what I liked. I'm sorry, I'm ready to just move on. So, I like this. I thought Revo, not Crudo, because Crudo usually has that giant thing, but this large thumb, disc, wheel, whatever you want to call it, I like that they put it on both sides. Thank you for not skimping and only putting it on one side, because I've seen that. Not crazy about the steel, but it's better than ATR 13 MOV in my opinion. Both are budget steels, but you can get a better edge on 14C 28N. Therefore, it will stay sharper longer, which is why I like it more.
Europeans love that 14C 28.
Yeah, not to mention they use this kind of steel for like scalpels, so you know it's like really freaking sharp. That's why when you're doing that thing with your hand, I was like, please don't, please don't. I have to take you to the hospital.
Oh, not again.
Yeah. I like it better, and it's 14C 28N is usually higher in price, it's usually a little more expensive, so this is a good deal in my opinion. And I like flipping it. Okay, next. We're on to the OKnife Nightclaw. So, if the new brand didn't give itself away with the OKnife, let me help you out. It's Olight the Flashlight Company.
And they have some nice knives too. We just didn't have them all here this week.
We only had a couple come in, and so we'll do some of them next year. But they can make really cool looking flashlights. Let's just go.
All right, let's show them our O face. We're about to find out.
Why? Why?
You knew it was coming.
No, I
didn't. You did the Office Space reference earlier.
And we didn't have to
I didn't
go
make
further.
any comments other than that.
Let's just...
You get conjugal visits in prison.
Wow. We've said sex and conjugal all in one episode.
This first everyday carry is a coin knife, similar to the one from Mantis, if you guys remember. It was called the Vicious Circle. So there's two options, blue and brown. Weighs just 1.34 ounce and measures 2.22 inch when folded out. Comes with a lanyard, keychain ring on top, along with a titanium bead. The .92 inch black finish D2 steel hawkbill style blade is deployed with a gem-like button in the middle, which Jewel is really fond of. Little wrist flick, there she goes, and wow, look at that. Somebody's getting a little crazy with the claw. And it's closed in a similar way. Handle, if you want to call it that, G10.
So you can pick one up at AtlantaKnife.com for only $33.84. I think it's a nice idea that has kind of already been done, as you said, by Mantis. Don't get me wrong, if you need a cool, nifty little tool you can attach to your keychain, or maybe, like, you know, around your neck, hiking or working, that's fine. What are you really going to cut with this, though? I mean, a string off your shirt, a box, maybe. I just think it's just a little gimmicky.
It'll get a lot done, I would say.
Would it?
Yeah, but here is my problem.
I don't know. The jewel in the middle is also not my style. I think they should just put like their logo in the middle of that, or just a little circle or design. I think it takes it down just a little. But that's just me. If you like it, obviously, my opinion, just go out there and be like, that's cool, I'm getting one. All right, fine.
All right.
Go ahead.
So the problem that I have is when, obviously, they're not making knives. They've had somebody else make it. Okay. And nobody's thought of this obvious connection because of the civilian air, ambitious circle, you know. But you can get a Almar Stinger D2 for $13. Now, I mean, is $30 a lot for this little knife? No. I mean, in today's world,
it does come with a titanium bead. And
it's maybe 7 gallons of gas at most.
That's great.
But I don't think it provides that level of value. Now, I like the little button lock gem in the middle.
Do you?
You think it's gimmicky. I don't know. I always thought the Vicious Circle was very hard to open.
That's true. And this is
easier. Because it came out of it?
Yes.
I just did not.
But I thought that looked cooler. It looked...
What gave you the ability to use it other than right off of taking it off your neck. You could just pull it out and use it. This one you cannot pull it out and use it because you're still going to be attached to whatever you're attached to. And with that, we're on to our final knife, the QSP Snipe. 3 options for this.
Cerberus, no.
Blue, black, and green, which we do not have.
No.
We've got the blue and black ones. Anyways.
So you did not pull it through this week.
It's 8.25 inch overall. Biggest folder on the table this week.
I know.
Disappointing, isn't it? 3.5 inch D2 clip point satin finish blade with plain edge, flat grind, and mega. And the rock means mega. Jimping.
The rock means mega. Where did you get the hand? What's the hand for?
The rock.
The rock. He does.
Know your role.
He does that?
He did that about 25 years ago.
He doesn't do that
He's only
now.
like 50.
Now he just does that weird thing with his upper chest area.
Oh, where he makes it move?
Yeah.
You don't find that extremely stimulating?
No.
Yeah, I don't know
I
either.
think he looks kind of stupid. Well, not kind of. He looks stupid, but that's all right.
Oh. Yeah.
Yep. Let's go.
Handleless G10 has the reversible tip-up pocket clip. We can sometimes get off topic. Lanyard hole and glass breaker.
And when we say glass breaker, it has been tested on the wooden table. See?
That's not glass.
Yeah. Okay, well, it's same idea.
Do I have to continue on?
Blade is opened with jimped flipper stud. So, there it is.
Nice.
And is 0.14 inches thick. Finally, it's got the box and stickers. So snatch up a QSP Snipe of your very own for just $48.85.
From AtlanticKnife.com.
Okay.
Where else would you get a snipe from?
I don't know. I have to say, this is really nice. Usually I have something to nitpick, but I don't think there is one thing about this knife that I would change. Excellent size, reversible pocket clip, so it can have the lefty lanyard hole. There's a jimp flipper stud for opening. It's got the superb jimping. I think this is probably the best jimping I have ever seen on a folding knife. I'm not even kidding. It's like that good. They all should be like this. Not to mention, I like the blue. Maybe not as much as like Wee's titanium blue, but almost. I'm sold.
Yeah.
Don't even mention his name.
All right. Well, let me tell you.
He doesn't own blue, remember?
He thinks he does.
Nobody owns a color, can put their name and call it the color.
The old Jake. All right.
Yeah, I know,
so
that's the joke.
To me, this is old school. This is a, 6-year ago Kubey. I mean, it's a nice knife, don't get me wrong. I like the jimping. I like the styling. I like this knife.
Boo.
I like that it's D2. QSP does a good job, normally, of having a quality knife at a reasonable price. And I do think that this was, again, now I don't think it's going to be as popular as the other knives because of the glass break. People don't want glass breaks in their
Well, they don't want to save themselves when they're drowning in a
more
car.
quality knives. That's a,
Jeez.
but it is what it is.
But I have a question. You said this isn't glass. Are you saying that glass would be harder to break than, say, the wood that you just put holes in?
Nah, we can take care of the glass with that.
Okay, exactly.
Spark plug.
So when I brought up the fact that you put damage in the table, you're like, but that's wood, it's not glass. So it's the same thing.
Well, if it was a cyber truck, it just break on its own.
You just look at it.
All right. Well, that's the end of the new gear for this week. So please support our channel by liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing.
As well as ringing that bell. That way you get to know when new stuff hits the YouTube, as well as be entered into giveaways. So remember, you guys got to enter Jason Perry EDC Harpoon giveaway. Details for that are down below in the description. So, as well as AK's blog.
We're on all the social media sites like Facebook, Pinterest, Reddit, YouTube, Instagram, and Rumble. She enjoyed that time.
No.
And Spotify. And a host, or a gaggle, or what's some other words you'd come up with?
Horde.
A horde of podcast hosting sites. We're on all of them. We want to appreciate you guys for watching our podcast. You made us number 1,463,918 this week, and we appreciate that. So check us out
on Spotify.
Let's do our favorites.
So, oh, okay, our favorite knife. Okay. I'm not gonna do it. I see him, but I'm not gonna do it.
Come on.
I'm gonna let him live.
Let's pick it.
I'm gonna go with the front flipper. If I could forget it.
Just pick one.
I can't.
Come on.
Stop pressuring. You know what? You go first.
Come on, Cletus.
Go on. Pick your favorite.
Come on.
Come on.
You know my favorite. My favorite.
Man.
I steal. I don't kill.
My mama gave me that chain.
Why you come down here messing with these people? Boy, I hadn't told you. All right. This is mine.
The Fallkniven.
Fallkniven in Elmax. Yep.
That's great. Thank you for making.
And you know, a viewer.
12 times harder.
I don't know if it's a viewer or just a customer called and asked if we had this, and I was like, "Yes, we do." I didn't even realize we had it.
It goes.
Am I getting it wrong?
Yes,
there it is.
You go.
So, and that's why you got it. Whoops.
Wow. Wow. I'm gonna have to write that one off out of your.
Are you ready to go with that one? Do it.
I can't.
How about this one?
The QSP.
There you go.
It's the QSP.
I think that's a nice choice.
I think it's an. Thank you.
I do.
It's a nice choice for me too.
Really old school. I like this one a lot.
I like the size, the jimping. I actually like
the feeling
glass
of it.
breaker.
Yep.
It's just hefty and nice.
Oh, I don't mind the glass breaker.
D2. Wait, was it D2, right?
D2
yeah.
it was.
Nice.
All right.
Yeah.
That's it. With that, I'm Cee. And this is
Jul.
Just Jul. And we are signing off.
You've already done Jesse
I don't
Waters.
have a new one.
Oh. Why don't you do what Bob Ross does?
And that's the way it was.
Bob Ross doesn't say that.
Lying, something, pomposity, smugness,
And that's
groupthink.
my show for today.
And that's my show. Three.
I'm tired. Pinch your cheeks too.
What does that do?
Makes them rosy red. What are you doing?
Chipmunking.
That's great.
2, 1.
Over to you, Bob.
Turn it off!
No, don't turn it off. Just tell them about the cat. The cat thing.
Oh,
Okay.
the cat?
Yes.
Yeah,
so
the
there was
cat jumped up onto the
table while
and
we
we
were
keep
filming.
a fly strip up here.
You can't see it because it's
Off
out
the table. Now, you know, his tail gets caught in it.
and he just lets him walk past.
Yep. And instead of grabbing it, so I'm going to get it all over my hand. I told Jewel to grab the computer because the fly strip had caught that. Well, the cat takes off and the fly strip wraps all around his behind.
Because he's flailing around like a
He's down in
rattlesnake on
He's
PCP.
down in the floor. He's
I mean,
making bad noises.
yeah, when he'd be pissed, and when we had to go over there and rip it off.
Jewel ripped it off 3 times.
Because it ripped.
Thrice she denied him.
I'm sorry, it broke.
And then we had to go clean him up. That worked out real well.
Yeah, Wendy should have been here.
We
for
went
that.
vegetable oil after a while, so yeah. We'll show you the cat's tail next week, baby.
Gets the glue off.
Happy little trees.
Pin a little tree here.
He died.
Little tree there.